food, companionship, and kindness. This was the foundation of how the Calgary Drop-In Centre first began. The year was 1961 in Calgary, Alberta, and homelessness was on the rise. The need for food, companionship, and shelter was prevalent. There were many people on the streets with nowhere else to go. Several local churches and organizations set up an inner-city location where people experiencing homelessness could gather for coffee, sandwiches, and company with others. They called it the Calgary Welcome and Friendship Centre. On April 20th, 1961, our name was changed and the Calgary Drop-In Centre was officially registered as a charity and society. The DI operated this gathering place in several different locations across Calgary until finding its permanent home in 1983. This building became an overnight shelter for the growing need. People were given a safe place to sleep on a first-come, first-served basis. In May of 2000, construction of the Calgary Drop-In Centre's new 6-story building begins. The building took 1 year to complete and opened its doors early on September 11th, 2001. Today, the Calgary Drop-In Centre, the DI, is more than an emergency shelter. We provide essential care as well as health services and housing supports to people who need help. Our programs and services connect people to permanent housing that meets their individual needs. The DI acts as an entry point to housing and reconnection. We provide essential care to adults who are currently at risk of or experiencing homelessness. We don't see shelter as a place to call home. Rather, we see shelter as a temporary place where folks can rest, refuel, and ask for directions to find their way home. The DI has supported people experiencing homelessness and exiting homelessness for more than 60 years. In 2005, the Calgary Drop-In Centre purchased the first of 3 apartment buildings for housing people experiencing homelessness. The objective was to pilot a unique model of renting to market renters and low-income tenants within the same apartment building. It was a way of reducing stigma and fostering inclusion. In 2017, the pivot was to become a housing-focused shelter. Case managers focused on sustainable housing for as many folks accessing shelter as possible. We invested in new programs and trained housing specialists to help people exit homelessness and find their way home. Alongside our partners in the homeless serving sector, we have made a dedicated effort to house hundreds of people in Calgary. One of the Calgary Drop-In Centre's programs is the Free Goods Program. The Free Goods Program provides low and no-income Calgarians with the essential items they need to make a house a home at zero cost. It is because of generous Calgarians who donate their household goods that we can provide free furniture, kitchenware, computers, mobile phones, small appliances, books, and more to Calgarians who are building a life for themselves and their families. Everyone deserves a home of their own, and we are proud to help people achieve this. The evolution of the DI's foundation has shifted from food, companionship, and kindness to shelter, health, and housing. The Calgary Drop-In Centre strives to build a community where everyone can find their home.